way, I'm gonna show you how to mod your Titanfall text. It's really easy, with like custom descriptions and stuff. This is like quite quick and clumsy. I don't really care, but I'm gonna go more in depth than the shitty thing I made long ago. So, what you need is you need a folder with a subfolder, and the VPK tool. Now, this VPK tool I linked in the description if I did it correctly. It's just a download through Discord. Feel free to run it through a virus, scan anything, but it should be a zip file. I don't know where the original link is, so if anyone could toss me that, that'd be cool and all. In the VPK tool, we can press Open VPK, this button, and that should prompt you to open a VPK file. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Titanfall install real quick, and I'm going to go into the VPK folder. Now, you can see North Star is installed. We can also do this with North Star on PC, which is probably what we should be doing anyway. Here we have client-fronted BSP pack, and we have English client-fronted BSP pack. It's down here. This file, this file and the file up top here, you probably want to make a backup of, unless you want to constantly be repairing your game if it breaks. Now, what we want to do is we want to open up this dir file, directory file, and it should show something like this. So, what we're going to do with this is we are going to need to get a specific file from this. You can do this in two ways. You can either go look up the file directly, but what I'm going to do is already set up the next stage. Go into the folder I made. Oh, hold on, Windows being shite. So this is going into this folder. It'll give it a second to unpack. There we go. Here we now see all of these, as we could see in the VPK file, in the VPK tool. Now, what we need to edit to change the text that is displayed on screen, it is a file found in resource. Here we have R1 files. These are the different displayable languages that come with the game. I don't exactly know how this all works, because I've always had my origin on English, but I think, for example, if you have your game on French, I think you should edit this file. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up with Notepad++, and now, or you can do it with regular Notepad. Now you'll see something like this. Now, this is a pretty decently large file. It's like a lot of lines. What we see here is we see certain strings, and then certain meanings. Now, to change the on-screen text, you do not want to change the string at the front here. This is what the game uses as a reference to find the text that is displayed in the game. So, for changing the in-game text, you want to instead replace this line. So here, I replace the superior chassis to Monarch lasted your feeble resistance be nothing to her, which is... And you can do this with a lot of files. Now, as soon as you're done, press save and go back to your folder. This should be saved in here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to open the VPK tool back up again. Oh, I already had a copy. Now, what we can do is we can press Repack VPK. Now, this is going to need a specific folder, which is the folder inside of here. And then the folder on top. So, while there is parent input here, it crashes my VPK tool quite often. So I just suggest you select the folder on top. So this is this folder, and we want the files in here. So we click this, and we go. And it's going to create a couple files. What we then need to do is we need to rename them appropriately. Now I'm going to leave this in the description as well. And I'll show you how to recognize which file you need to do. So it's fully packed. You can do this. That can be closed now. It's going to open a second one, but we don't care. So this does not have dir. This is dir. So on the non-dir file, you paste in this. And you rename it to this. And then on the dir file, you paste in this. So this is now the new names of these files. And looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? Now, I make a copy of this, unless you want to repack it every single time, then you can just cut. What you do is you make a copy of these two, you go into your Titanfall install, and you press paste. It's going to prompt you to replace the files, or skip these files and let me decide. Now, my files have not been modified, so they are the exact same size. So I'm not going to do this for now, but what you need to do is you need to replace the files. So what we've done now, if you've edited your text file, is we have taken the text the game uses. We have taken the text that the game displays. This file we have edited, so it reads different text to display, and we've put this back in, overwriting the old file. It's really not that hard. It just takes a good bit of time to edit the R1 English file. Like if we go... Anyhow, that's how to do it. Yep, it's that easy. Cool beans. Laters.